Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in. I hope you're having a lovely Boxing Day. I know it can be a bit of a funny day after Christmas Day. So do you know what? Regardless of what you've been doing, have you watched a film? Have you eaten too much? Do you know what? Are you full of chocolate? Maybe not. Maybe you've been really good. I must admit, can't resist the odd bit of chocolate myself. And obviously that cheeky brewing biscuit, nice festive biscuit or mince pie. Anyway, I must stop talking about food. So I've been asked if I can just create a nice thank you card. Often at this time of year, we look at making cards to say thank you for our lovely gifts. Did you get any crafty gifts? Oh, I can't wait. Let me know. Put me a little note on. Let me know what you've got. Have you got any new products to play with? Did you get any new stamps? Oh, so exciting. So what I thought we'd do today is just have a little crafty play and create a lovely thank you card. So I've got my card and matching envelope here. Now this one I've created on an A6 card because I know some of you want smaller designs. But the one I thought we'd do together, I'm going to create on a DL card. So I've got my DL card here and my envelope. I like DL, there's just something about them. I just find them so elegant. But I know sometimes we have to watch about postage. So obviously it just shows you the design can be a larger design or a smaller design. And I'm going to use our forest leaf stamp. And I'm going to stamp the design in Twilight, our Versafine Claire. But I'm also going to use a clear embossing powder, the clear gloss embossing powder. And obviously your embossing powder, we normally use it with our Versamark, our sticky ink pad, but I'm going to use it with my Versafine. Now, you can use any colour here, but I just thought I'd go for some blue tone. So as I say, I'm using the Twilight. Nice to just mix it up a bit, but this stamp is perfect for thank you cards. And I'm just going to stamp it about here. But you know what, if you needed a get well card or even a new home card, I think this stamp could be used for any of those. And again, I'm going direct on the card blank. I'm thinking if you've got a few to make, you know, and you're having a bit of a rest, but you just want to create something, you don't want to spend too long. I was talking to one of my friends the other day and she was saying with the Christmas cards, it was all the matting and layering that seemed to take her all the time. Look at that, stamp's beautiful. And we'll just pop the embossing powder on there. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a zhuzh it around. And then let's tap it off. And then that obviously will all go back in there. Give it a gentle flick. And pop the lid on, because you know what'll happen. If you don't, as sure as eggs is eggs, you're going to be knocking that over. Now, I'm just going to pop my heat tool on. As we know, with embossing, the heat tool needs to be as hot as possible. So give it a couple of seconds just to heat up. And I'm just going to work my way round. And again, no wafting, just nice and slowly. Watch the design, you can see it turn. I still think this has got to be one of the best techniques in card making and crafting. I think you never get over watching embossing powder turn. Now, what we're going to do is add a little bit of colour to this. But first of all, I want to add a little bit of stenciling in the background. So I've gone for this lovely Flora stencil, and I just think it almost, because my forest leaf almost flows down, I think this flows. So what I think I'll actually do is fold my card. And I'm just going to put it, I like this bit at the end, look. Now your card will slightly warp, that's just the heat, it's not a problem. It'll relax again in a minute. And I'm going to come with my blue Atoll. And because I can see through the stencil, I can see exactly where I want the ink, just around the edge of the stamped design. And again, I'm just brushing in the way that the stencil goes. Oh, that's lovely. Right, so I'm just going to move my hand. Again, I could take the stencil down, but you know me. You know, I reckon you could actually make this thank you card if somebody pops in for coffee. By the time it takes your coffee machine to work, I reckon you could have this card made. Right, so I want it a little bit deeper. Just round the edge. Yeah, look at that. And I love that. I just think, and I've extended it down here. So if you look, so again, the difference in the size, but it just shows you that design can be on a smaller card or a larger card. And I still think that looks stunning. Now, the secret thing here is we're going to add some colour, and I'm going to use my Mica Minerals. So for those of you that were lucky enough, and a couple of you have been in touch already, thank you for letting me know you've got some Mica Minerals for Christmas. Santa brought you some and you're not sure what to do with them. They come in lots of fabulous colours. And one of the best ways is you can use them on your sticky ink pad, but also I like to nip out for a coffee to one of those places where they give me one of these little free sticks, look. And if we take our Mica Minerals and just on one of my little acrylic plates. Now you can mix this on your craft mat, but I've got to be honest, I like to do it on my plate just because it saves me having to clean my craft mat. So I'm going to use a couple of different colours here, and I don't want a lot. I'm very thrifty, you know me, so I've gone for the Pine Forest and the Iridescent Violet. And I've got a brush in my water, look. And I'm just going to mix my water and I'm going to paint with this. Now, depending on how watery you have it, and again, it's like everything you'll find, and we'll probably get a glare from my light on here, so I am sorry. But what happens is because we've got a gutter using our embossing powder, look, it's really nice to paint over the whole leaf. It's just such a lovely thing to do. So we'll add colour to a couple, look, well, there's enough on there. But what I can do, now the iridescent ones, they all look white, but look at that, I don't know if you can pick that with the camera, it really is violet. So I'll perhaps paint this one here. But also what I can do is I can mix my colours. And then you get also, I mean, look at that. The shimmer you get on this. It's just such a lovely way to add colour. So I'm just mixing the two. And quite speedily. I'm just going to add a little bit more green down the middle. Very therapeutic. I mean, if you wanted to spend the afternoon painting, that would be a lovely thing to do. Now I'm going to add a word, and I'm going to come from my sticker stencil, my sentiment stickers. It's not easy to say that, is it? I need to put my teeth in properly. So this is from Sentiment Stickers 6, and I'm going to use the white ones, and I'm going to go for this down here, Made by Me. On my original look, we have got a lovely thank you, so that's perfect. And I'm just going to grab my scissors. So I'm thinking down here. Do you want it in the middle? No, offset. Just slightly offset, look. And that's not straight, is it? It snuck down before I could. Right, come on. Put you straight, thank you. And then, just to finish off, what I'm going to do is just get my fan brush. And I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up and just add a few little specks. Look, I don't want too many, just diagonally across here. Add a few here and just here. Don't want too many. And then if I just pop that to the side, realised I haven't done my envelope. So we'll bring the envelope in, check it's the right way. And as I say, I think these would make a nice thank you, a nice get well. Maybe just a card for somebody. You know, if somebody's been on their own over Christmas, maybe just a card to say you're thinking of them. I'm going to go diagonally, sort of across the corner there. I don't want to put it straight down. I think it just looks lovely, just catching that corner look. And then while I've got my, we'll just add a couple of little specks. I don't want to overcook it. And there we have it. And that, I mean, look, can you see the sparkle? I'm sure I don't even have to move this. It's just one way of you. I mean, when that dries, that is going to be beautiful. I don't want to use my heat tool to heat it because obviously I've got my embossing powder and I don't want to overheat that. But also look on here. And the beauty of popping it on my block look is I can put that to one side and I'm going to stamp another card up. In fact, I might do a matching tag and use this to paint on my tag. So that's the beauty of using your block. So if I bring in the smaller one, just to show you, and think of all the different, I mean, maybe you want to use a different stencil behind. What about a different colour? Do you notice I was very good? I went for blue. I was going to go for orange, brown and orange. Maybe I'll create one now in brown and orange. A New Year's card. Right, I'm off to do that. You see, you give me so much inspiration. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you again next year. You take very good care of yourself. Remember, you're important to us. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.